One of the most valuable but widely mistaken things in Rocket League is rotations. And as I continue playing ranked matches and learning more about the game, I learned that rotations can actually be a deciding factor on whether or not you win or lose a match in this competitive car soccer game. At the time of recording this video, I'm currently sitting at around Champ 3 in doubles and standard with around 1,700 hours in the game. I also finally achieved getting my Grand Champ rewards this season, and for the first time ever will be a Season 14 Grand Champ. Also, to add to all of these other things, I have also had coaching from high-rated 1,800 and 1,900 MMR Grand Champions who compete in tournaments and have even made it past the first few rounds in the RLCS qualifiers. So without any further ado, I have Silverback here with me to explain an in-depth threes rotation at high-level Grand Champion. Hope you enjoy, guys.
So today we discuss rotation. All right. So rotation is a tricky subject as it can depend or it can differ between ranks. And speaking of differing between ranks, we'll start with our range. So our range is the ability to hit a ball within a certain range. So let's say our buddy Jake here is a GC, all right? And Sir Kenbo here is a bronze. So the bronze's range is going to be a lot smaller, okay, than the GC's range, right? He'll be able to cover all of this field while the bronze can only cover just a little bit because he doesn't have the mechanical skill ability to even reach what the GCs can. Okay, now this is important to understand because coverage on the field. As a team, you want to cover the most area of the field as possible without giving off like threat zone. So we're gonna let this replay play out and I'm gonna find a good spot for me to teach you guys. So this right here, this is very, very, very dangerous. We have one teammate going to grab boost. We have one pushing mid with me, filing in this way, and I'm challenging this ball. Okay, now both my teammates are facing opposite directions of where our zone of coverage. What happens when he 50s his ball, right? We got Frank on the back wall here. We got Jake pushing up. And what happens when he 50s me? It's not a what if, it's when he 50s me and wins this 50 and the ball heads this way. Let's take a look at what happens. Now, we got very, very lucky there because Jake wasn't there. Now, I guarantee you in a higher ranked lobby, they would have been on that. And look how open our net is. That is not good at all. Rotation, think of it almost like a circle. Okay, we did this very good at the very start of the game. We had this back post circle rotation. Now back post rotation, we'll get into that a little bit later, but it's extremely important. Okay, let's focus on this. Sir Kenbo went off kickoff. Okay, he's moving this way. He's gonna pick up this boost and be back post. Dome Killer is gonna sit back post. I'm gonna take this ball and I'm gonna clear it. We're almost like in a circle, right? We're filling in each other's spots as we go. So I clear. Oh, I missed the clear. Okay, but then that gives Dome the opportunity to pick up the ball. Now he goes. Okay, here comes Sir Kenbo. I'm rotating back. All right, what's gonna happen is Dome is gonna come back this way depending on what happens in the play. I'm not gonna cut. I'm gonna let my teammate go for this ball because he has the momentum. Notice how he started from back here and he's moving all the way forward rather than just have me, you know, turn cut and be really slow and messy with it. Okay, so Dome is going this way. Kenny is coming up here and I'm gonna fill in back post rotation. Okay, it's not always a complete circle, but I mean, we're filling in each other's spots as we move. And look at that, I almost corrected. Dome, I have no idea what he's doing. He should have rotated back. He just cut in the play. Don't be like Dome. Okay, in the comments, don't be like Dome. Do not be like Dome, because he messed that up horribly. And now notice this. This is what I mean by our range. Okay, this is horrible. This is horrible. All three of us are stacked in this corner. Okay, and now I guarantee you our range covering the entire field is probably just this. That's horrible because Jake has this, Houdini has this, okay, and Frank has this. You see how dangerous that can be? If a ball's cleared mid, Jake has a fire shot on net. Okay, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. You want to keep as spread out as possible while filling in each other's spots. Okay, which brings me to my next point. How are you going to do that without boost? If you look on the field, I tell everyone this, there are patterns in the field, okay? It's not always, you know, just random pads everywhere. They're set here for a reason, okay? We have a small pad line here, okay? We have one up the middle, Okay, and then we mimic the other side, right? And then we have this. We have this line. We have this line. And then we even got this little circle right here. And we also have this outside line as well. So these are patterns in the field, which they're laid there so you can rotate with the small pads and not just break rotation and go for the big pads, right? So let's say I'm this pink dot right here, right? I have 20 boost in net, the ball's going, and it's my turn to go up, right? Instead of losing my spot going for this big boost and then coming up to the play, I'll be super late to it. By the time I get up here, the play is already done. It's gone. Instead, how about I flip up center and get these small pads, because each pad is 12. So that's 12, that's 12, that's 12, plus the 20 in my tank. Now look how much boost I have. 20, 32, 44, 56. I have 56 boost, which is plenty. You never ever really need 100 full boost. Okay, you'll be fine with 2 or 3 pads. Let's say I'm on the other team, right? If I want to end up here to back post where I should be, and I'm on their side after just missing a shot and the ball was cleared, instead of going out, you know, picking this pad up and then coming back post, you know, see how more of it's like an L? You want to make your line as straight as possible. So I rotate around, get these 5 pads, and now I'm back post. Okay, along with almost 60 boost. You know, it's a lot easier when you follow the small patterns than go for the big ones. Now sometimes, like, if the big pad is in your way, grab it, obviously, like, don't pass that up. Stick to small pads and you'll notice you'll stay with the speed of play, you'll keep your momentum, you'll keep up with rotation. It makes it so much easier. So it's about reading your opponents and your teammates and putting yourself in the position of what might happen. You know, you got to think 1-2 steps ahead of the play, so that way you can be in the position to score, or be in the position to save, or be in the position to make a good 50. It all depends on the play and the spacing, situational awareness. So option coverage is playing for the worst possible outcome. It's putting yourself in the position of what would happen if things didn't go your way. We have the ball, we have Dome challenging this, we have Houdini here, okay? Do I come forward and play in case the ball's boomed downfield? No, because look where our third is. He's upfield. And if I go for this ball, it's over. It's gonna be a wide open net for him. Now, I have to play for worst case scenario. So if Houdini beats Dome and gets a shot on net, I have to be ready for the save. So I have to put myself in that position to make the save before it even happens, before he even hits the ball. I have to be ready for it. Now, based off what happens in this play, I can react. So let's say it was a boomer clear downfield. I'd expect Kenny to come back post, and then I can go while Dome plays second man, right? But instead, in this play, I have to play for worst case scenario. So I cheat up a little bit, and I get the save because I played for worst possible outcome. You have to ask yourself, is this covered? Is behind me covered right now? Yes. Kenny's back there. Can I go for this ball? Yes. Do I? No. It was not the smartest choice, but could have I? Yes. If I wanted to, I just didn't want to leave Kenny back alone because I knew I could have gotten beat. So now I'm rotating behind him. He should have been there. Blah, blah, blah. It's whatever. It happens. So now one of the most underrated things in Rocket League is back post rotation. Okay, this, I cannot stress this enough, how important back post rotation is. Okay, when you have the ability to come up on a ball rather than spike it, it makes the world so much easier. Normally, you want to ride this line right here. Okay, you don't want to be inside. You don't want to be way outside in front of it. You want to be right on this line, covering this goal line. Okay, right here I had to early challenge because otherwise it would have been a shot on net. But look at Nava. As a high-ranked GC, they know rotating back post is very important. Okay, I think she should have been a little more patient right here, but she sat back post, and now she's in position for the banger clear. Back post rotation is important because you have the whole goal covered rather than small parts of it, okay? So if I were to sit here, right? This is my car, right? If I were to sit middle of post, if it was banged way up left, I wouldn't be able to save it. If it was banged way back down low behind me, I wouldn't be able to save it. Okay, here at back post, you can have a run up on every single ball, because you have the whole net covered. Okay, if it's above you, all you got to do is double jump. You're up. If it's a banger top right, double jump aerial and go up on it like a normal aerial. It's a normal save. It makes the save so much easier rather than having to, let's say I sit mid. Now I have to adjust whether to go left, whether to go right, whether to go up, whether to go down. Instead, this way I have just a small field that I have to cover. And this is super, super helpful with rotations as well, because someone can cover back of net while someone else pushes. And while I'm streaming, sometimes you can see me just sit here, right? I'll sit right here. I won't move until the play's like gone. Like, let's say the ball is over in that corner. I'll just sit here and wait and wait and wait and wait until the ball is cleared, and then we move. So, I mean, in summary, this game is a thinking game, okay? You have to think maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 steps ahead of the play. You question to yourself, what will happen? You know, where should I be? What can I do to be more efficient? You want to anticipate changes of speed, anticipate shots on net, anticipate saves, all that stuff. It's all about thinking ahead and the best position for you to be as a player.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, as I spent a lot of time in preparation getting this video ready to put out. If you do have any questions or just want to chat, please feel free to jump into my Twitch streams, as I stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And also, if you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments down below or drop by the Discord. Until next time, see you.